I noticed a trend in the year of questions. A trend towards abstract, philosophical ideas. So when Thursday asked me to fill in, I jumped at the opportunity. Today, I want to take the video to the concrete, pragmatic, applicable plane. Today, I'm going to talk about a very important question that concerns you. Why should we spread Velociraptor awareness? We're surrounded by fears. Some are legitimate, the fear of growing up, for example. Some are more illegitimate. Matt Damon is in real life a very nice man who gives millions of dollars to charity every year, and if you're having dreams of him sniping you, you should probably see a doctor. But there's one fear that goes unnoticed by most Americans. Despite its relative obscurity, it is the third leading cause of death for men ages 27 to 29, according to the ASVAP. So what is this threat? Velociraptors. The American Society for Velociraptor Awareness Prevention describes the velociraptor as a bipedal carnivore with a long, stiffened tail that can be distinguished from other dromaeosaurids by its long and slow skull with an upturned snout. It bores a relatively large, sickle-shaped claw, typical of a dromaeosaurus and a trunotid dinosaurs. So if you see any of those types, it kind of looks like a velociraptor. This enlarged claw, up to 2.6 inches long around its outer edge, is a predatory device, used to tear into its prey, delivering a fatal blow. Now that we've established the threat, you're probably wondering what action should you take. And again, that's the question that I'm going to be answering throughout this video. First though, let's talk about what not to do. By far the worst mistake you could do is to succumb to the new popular idea that cultural integration with velociraptors is a good idea. XKCD forum user Turtlewing noted that velociraptors hunt in packs, so all those solitary pets are just waiting for you to bring them together for the hunt to begin. And Summer Glaufan on the same site, a noted velociraptor expert, said that similar to the situation with cats, you're actually your raptor's pet. The difference being, from the raptor's point of view, the view pet actually means cattle. Despite this, several groups are advocating a place in human society for velociraptors. One created by Andrew Alexander, a resident of Plymouth, Michigan, and a suspected aide to several velociraptor terror groups, even sponsors programs such as Bring Your Velociraptor to Work Day, trying to promote cultural integration of velociraptors into society. And worst of all, the One Velociraptor Per Child project advocates bettering the lives of poor children in third worlds via velociraptor-assisted living. Founded by researchers at Allen College, several luminaries, including Dr. Ian Malcolm, have endorsed the project as a fine educational project. So what should you do in response? You should be doing two things: protecting yourself and protecting the world around you. Following the logic of Ben Franklin, the prevention is the best way to personally fight velociraptors. This is particularly important in the home. The American Society for Velociraptor Attack Prevention recommends checking your entrances. Your doors should be made out of solid oak or steel and deadbolted at all times, and your windows should be equipped with steel bars with spacing even smaller than the average raptor. But what if, despite your precautions, you meet a velociraptor? As with other enemies, such as zombies, there's only one way to kill a velociraptor. Many solutions have abounded. Some advocate Febreze, while others suggest automatic thermonuclear weapons. But the most credible theory, as promoted by Dr. Daniel Snyder, a paleontologist from Knox College, involves grape juice. Drawing on research from the Encyclopedia of Agrochemicals and the International Journal of the Willie Hennig Society, Dr. Snyder noted that grape juice, particularly when squeezed, is a very effective repellent against birds, and theorized that velociraptors could similarly be affected. Dr. Snyder thus recommends a loaded super soaker filled with Concord grape juice. How do we know Dr. Snyder's theory works? He's still alive today. However, protecting your life won't do much good if everyone else is dead. It's kind of a boring world. So, you must start by providing awareness to others around you. Fighting the propaganda promoted by the pro-Velociraptor supporters is a must. Every September, the American Society for Velociraptor Attack Prevention, the North American Velociraptor Defense Association, and the United Velociraptor Widows Fund host Red Cross seminars on velociraptor safety. In a similar group, the Velociraptor Awareness Guild provides free self-defense techniques on their website. And the Velociraptor Awareness Coalition recently sponsored a Velociraptor Awareness Day, with over 250,000 people attending. Individuals armed and ready with the appropriate grape juice weapons can be a much greater foe to velociraptors when combined and informed. In recent years, velociraptor opponents have begun to fight back against the pro-velociraptor media. In 1993, Steven Spielberg produced a documentary on velociraptors known as Jurassic Park. While a confused few mistook the movie for a feature film, which is why it eclipsed other documentaries, including such luminaries such as Happy Feet, The Office, District 9, and West Wing, it has had a profound impact on the lives of many people. Randall Munroe, a former NASA roboticist, noted that it's been over a decade since Jurassic Park was released, and I still size up buildings for their potential shelter against velociraptor attacks. Munroe's experience is not isolated. Thousands of Americans now live in more secure velociraptor shelters than ever before. Informing the American people has also taken place in the classroom. Munroe reports the example of one teacher teaching an exam whose sole purpose was to test students in their ability to survive velociraptor attacks. But it's not just the experts, the media, and the teachers that are fighting. Every day, people have a vital role to play in the war on velociraptors. For example, Andy Hayes, just a regular high school student, created the Facebook quiz, Can You Survive a Velociraptor Attack?, to test users in their prowess in fighting dinosaurs. In addition to informing, though, we must unmask all velociraptor sympathizers and spies. They live among us, both as everyday and famous people. Most famously, during the 2008 election season, Purdue University student Emily Kiskowski created a website exposing presidential candidate Hillary Clinton as a velociraptor in disguise. If I had a webcam that wasn't attached to my monitor, I'd show you a picture. Kiskowski's findings were later endorsed by the Velociraptor Awareness Guild. And while the Clinton campaign later dismissed it as a rival slur, some analysts have suggested that the velociraptor slur may have been a factor in Senator Obama's eventual winning of the nomination. Matthew Hickman recently published a list detailing over 76 possible velociraptors in disguise, as well as 15 front groups for velociraptor propaganda, most notably the IRS. Finally, Washington must be filled with politicians who recognize the threat. The National Anti-Velociraptor Initiative noted that no world government currently recognizes the threat of velociraptors. It advocates electing officials who sign pledges to fight velociraptors. Velociraptors are a little-known dangerous threat to humanity. In answering this question, I've shown 3 things that we can do to stop them. Secure, inform, and vote. It is time to wake up from the lies being fed to us by Washington and the velociraptor sympathizers. Remember, only you can stop velociraptors.